in, been wanting to tap in on Drewski. They let Drewski host the BET Awards, and man, he came out there clowning. He came out there clowning, but you know what? A lot of people don't want to accept the fact that Drewski play a whole lot of characters. You feel what I'm saying? Very revealing on who he is. And I don't get caught up in Drewski. No, I don't get caught up in Drewski. Yeah, some people catch some of the, what tend to be, neutral, topics. But Drewski most definitely play a woman too much for me. Real talk. Yeah, when he came out there at the BET Awards and looking at man, had a nigga out there that supposedly had a BBL. I said, oh no, nigga. Yeah, and he play a woman a lot. And so he got to come on out. He got to come on out. And I'm done. Already. I'm already. Y'all them. The kind of people that y'all still support. I don't support. Once you play that card and you wearing, you acting like a woman, and I mean, real talk. I didn't know he was doing it like that. Them wasn't the first comedy skits that I seen Drewski play. He was more, being a nigga. And so when I started seeing all them skits where he playing a woman, and I say, oh no, nigga, no sir, and then I just happened to been watching some people playing some of the skits he had on the BET award. Now when he came out with the church shit and all of that, yeah, I laughed, but then when it got to the point he started doing the guy came out there, man, and he said, let me see. I say, oh, I didn't even know. I couldn't tell what the fuck he, because I came, you know, I kind of came in on, in between, and I really didn't catch what he was talking about, right? And so I'm looking, and then I'm thinking the niggas was talking about some tattoos or something. And then nigga, I say, oh no, man. What is this, man? I mean, what type at the BET award? I mean, y'all done got real grimy out there, man. Y'all done got real grimy. It's just like y'all just going, I don't watch shit like that. Just don't. And I don't watch comedians and shit, I don't watch comedians like that. And it took me a minute like, oh, this nigga, he come in on some general shit that you can kind of, like he came in on, he did the, where the British actors was playing, this, American slaves and shit, and he was showing how they was talking. They would be in the movies talking like they from America, and then as soon as the director say cut, they went back to talking British and shit. Nah, I like, okay, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact he touching on some shit, that's real touch. But then he started doing that cheap shit. He be having some cheap shit, just some old hood shit, and and when he do that, yeah. He didn't go far enough on, but that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about because the nigga was he on some other shit. So yeah, he ain't going. It's one thing to go in, but why you going in? You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, the Joe Jackson shit was kind of funny. But when he came out there talking about he looking at another man and I said, oh, I'm done. But I seen some other shit. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, yeah, but all that, all that playing a woman and all that shit, man. I said, man, come on, dog. This nigga had on. I said, come on, dog. I didn't even watch. As soon as I seen, because when I started watching Drewski, right. None of that was then. After you watch something for so, everything that the motherfucker that he do start popping up. And I started seeing the nigga doing a woman. I said, oh, this nigga, yeah, you ain't, come on out, dog. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, come on out. Yeah, come on out. Yeah, he went in on it, but yeah, there's some other shit that he ain't, he exposing at the same time while he do that shit. And see, that's another thing. A lot of niggas, they still support shit like that. I don't support shit like that, man. Once I start seeing motherfuckers, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even want, I ain't even finna watch no more shit. Cause you ain't you're undercover. You're undercover, nigga. And you need to come on, but you got, or any nigga got blonde top and shit. That should say, But I know it's some niggas out here, but I at the same, not really. Ain't no real nigga gonna be dying his motherfucking top blonde. Just real talk. And you know what I'm saying? I know motherfuckers do weird shit, but that just ain't really no real nigga shit. When you take the top of your head blonde, that it's just something that ain't right with that. Just be let's talk about it. But a lot of people now, addressing that fact with Drewski, and I see he getting a lot of popularity and this, that, and the third. But y'all saw that shit last on BET where he was looking and talking and got that skit, a man with a BBL. I say, oh no. And I seen the guy who put that shit up there. He was kind of doing like, he was commenting on what he's, and even when it came, he looked at it, he said, is this shit real? You know what I'm saying? He couldn't really, he was kind of taken back. I'm like, nigga, I wouldn't even put that shit up there. I would have looked at that shit before it popped. Maybe he didn't see it. But I most definitely would have, if I would have viewed, I wouldn't have never even put that shit up there because that shit wasn't right. It wasn't right for no man to be, be watching no shit like that. Now, if you caught the shit when it first, even if I'd have caught it, I'd have counseled it right there at that moment. Because that's what I did when I said, because I didn't catch what the fuck he was saying. Then the nigga say, turn around. I said, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? And then I seen the guy who was doing the commentary on it. He looked it crazy. He's like, man, this shit real? And then I'll say, oh, no, this nigga, man, oh, man, I'm done with this nigga. Because I seen some other shit where he was playing a woman, and I said, oh, and then when I started looking down at his catalog, he got a whole lot of shit where he playing a woman. I said, oh, no, nigga, you sweet. You sweet, nigga. You sweet, nigga. You sweeter than agave, nigga. Yeah, that nigga sweeter than agave, man. Yeah. Sweeter than agave. Yeah, I see y'all down there. Don't come crying. You probably just like the nigga. Don't come crying in my chat. I'm tired of you niggas whining and shit. Go somewhere, nigga. Go somewhere and sit out. Don't come whining in my chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Go find you something to do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's all you do, man. It's too late to be whining all off in a nigga chat. Go take your sissy ass somewhere and sit down. You know what I'm saying? Go find go find you something, find your sissy ass something and go sit down. But anyway, yeah, I ain't even really, I just put that up there because I just really wanted to touch on, I just, yeah. Yeah, some weak, somebody out there real weak. You know what I'm saying? But we can't address all these weak niggas and Neanderthals. You know, they just like roaches. You know what I'm saying? They be crawling all through the chat. Yeah, 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 yeah. But anyway, yeah, I had to bring that up. Yeah, I'm putting the council on Drewski. I ain't even watching, you know. And the crazy shit is he do some shit that's, you know, but I'm not part timing with no nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, you come in doing all you is what you is, nigga. You is what you is. I mean, you might as well come on out. Y'all gonna see him. Y'all gonna see his ass with, yeah. Y'all gonna see him. He gonna be walking out there with Magic Johnson's son and shit. Them two. Druski and Magic Johnson's son, you know, that shit gonna be like, oh, motherfucker gonna be, oh my lord, you know what I'm saying? Oh hell no, you know, oh no, oh my god, yeah, yeah, yeah. What's happening? Somebody out there. We got. Oh yeah, we got a sword out there. We got a sword out there. Yeah, the sword out there. He gonna get the chopper. Yeah, he gonna get the chopper. But anyway, yeah, I'm just getting in the house, family. I ain't gonna hold this one for long. Yeah, y'all know Drewski. Y'all know Drewski, and I'm gonna tell you, you know, man up, man. Don't be out there cutting no slack with no. You know what I'm saying? Cause don't you do it. Ain't no reason for me even have to explain this to no G's. When you find yourself cutting corners, nigga, on shit like this, that's questionable. You see what I'm saying? Don't do it. Stand strong, all 10 toes down. You feel me? I see y'all in a minute, man. I got some too raw for YouTube on Patreon. Been spitting fire on YouTube. They saying Seti ease up out here, Seti. You setting the internet on fire, dog. You too raw for YouTube, man. So I want y'all to go on over to my Patreon, click that link down there and get that work. I be black to my family out there. I'm coming right back, so don't go nowhere. Be in the house when I click this live. Black Pop.